Hey guys, Blue Bridge here. Judge us after 4 windows, they said. 4 windows have gone, now it's time to judge, and it ain't pretty. So, let's get into it. So, the Clear Lake group and Todd Bowley said, judge us after 4 windows. They hired two of the most incompetent sporting directors you can ever get. And 4 windows have come and gone. Now it's time to judge. And guys, it's not good. We've been left with a bunch of kids all together. And somebody did say you can't win anything with kids. And you can't. You know, when Alan Hansen said that about the Manchester United boys, they had some experienced heads along there. So it wasn't all kids. It was about 4 or 5 kids with experience to go to boot. But I feel sorry for some of our players because there's potential there. But they're all young together. There's no 26, I think, is the oldest player in the squad. And it's just ridiculous. I think I did a video on this already, so I don't want to carry on talking about it. But anyway, let's just talk about some of the chaos, you know. And I've been very supportive in the past. I've been very patient in the past. I'm always a man who says, you know what, I'm not going to spread negativity until it's time for me. You know, you gain my trust until you don't. Okay. So now they've got to regain my trust again. So I gave them the benefit of the doubt. I said, okay, they want us to judge them after 4 windows. I'll give them 4 windows before citing any criticism. So now as I said, they've got to regain my trust because I've lost all trust in this this setup at the moment. This project isn't working. And we saw it because obviously good start, which was, you know, gave a lot of people false hope. But I've mentioned a few times, without that experience, when it comes to the thick end of the season, the business end of the season, then that's when the inexperience shows. That's where the lack of leadership shows. And the transfer market, we could have addressed things in this transfer market. Nicholas Jackson is struggling. He's not scoring goals. He's got no backup. And so what do? Are we after a striker? No, we're not after a striker. But even the players we are after, now they're seeing that they don't want to be part of the project. See my video on Tell yesterday. Tell would rather join Tottenham instead of us. That's telling. That is very telling. And also, he's waiting for Manchester United or Arsenal. He doesn't believe in us now. So gone are the days when we could even persuade these gullible kids to join this project. And it's a case of, you know, what he's saying is he's seeing all these people at the club and they're not getting opportunities. There's no pathway for them. If you've got 2 or 3 kids of 21 vying for the same position, people are going to lose out. And it's obvious. If you had a 27-year-old or 28-year-old up against a 21-year-old, then naturally there's a pathway, because that 28, 29-year-old ain't going to be playing forever. So he's going to be moving on or getting older, and then you can then take over his position. So we can't even buy players now, and the PR is there. Oh, we were just looking at him, we weren't really interested. Don't gaslight us, because we're not dumb. We know what's going on here. And the other thing, incompetence of this sporting directorship. Felix to Aston Villa. We want to give away our players to our rivals. Aston Villa, only 2 points behind us or something? Vying for 4th or 5th spot with us. But yeah, what we'll do, we'll help you out, Aston Villa. So Felix and Disassi may be joining Aston Villa. And the other thing is, so we're after Garnacho, and if we get Garnacho, it may help to Manchester United to buy Tell. You know, for the record, I actually think Garnacho for me is a better fit. I'm not saying he's a better player before everyone comes at me, but I think he's a better fit for Chelsea, because even we're going for Tell, and Tell is more of an inside forward. that rather than an out and out winger, unless we were going for Tell to compete with Jackson. But I don't know what the project is there. But he's not like a wide winger, whereas Garnacho holds the width a bit more, and he's more suited to the way that our manager wants to play, Maresca wants to play. But I don't think if they're going to be playing Tell as that inside forward, it's not going to work, because we don't play with inside forward. We play with a 10 and 2 one-on-one wingers, and I don't think at the moment Tell is a one-on-one winger. So again, are we on the same wavelength of what the manager wants? And it's not only even that, we can't even sell players. We can't get players off our book. And it was meant to be a busy window of outs more than ins, and nobody's left yet. We're haggling over Casadei. He's been on the window from the 1st of January. We're now on the 30th of January, and still Casadei can't get out of the door. What's going on? There's talk about a deal being close, but haven't we heard that before? Chukwuemeka, he's still at the club. There's talk today about Everton, but he's still there. And Chelsea are demanding 40 million for Chukwuemeka. What nonsense! We bought him for 20, and we want to flip him for 40. So that's where this Brighton model comes in, buying them and trying to make a profit on them. But yet people don't want to buy him, so maybe he has to go out on loan. And there's news today. Wow, RV Vale, QPR. There's Wiley to Watford, and we've got Washington going back to Santos. So wow, really big deals. And all of those are going to be, I think Vale's going to be a free transfer anyway. Wiley's going to be a loan deal. Santos is going to be a loan deal. Someone we spent £17 million for, and he's going on loan. Great planning, guys. And there's talk now that we may have our striker actually, because Goztepe have said that they're going to release Datro Fofana from his loan. So maybe that's what the club are looking for as a backup striker. And again, we bought this guy, 20 million? We wasted 20 million on all these players, and they're not really failed loans for these players. Nobody wants them, so we ain't going to be able to flip these players, and we're going to be ended up with a loss. And that's why we've had to sell our other players like Gallagher and people like that on pure profit to fund all these kids who are not really going to get any opportunities for Chelsea, and we end up not even making a profit on them anyway. For these so-called businessmen, this isn't a way to run a business. And the thing is, Chelsea's not even a business. Okay, it's a business, but it's also a football club. It's also a community, and it's us fans who're suffering because of the incompetence that we've got at our helm. So this is a disaster. I don't know what we were thinking of, and I think, did Roman Abramovich really sanction these clowns? I don't think he did. It was more driven by I can't remember, Bruce Buck and Granaska. And I think they probably had a backhander on it. That's why they were keen to pushed forward the Rain Group. I think they recommended this lot because they probably were giving them backhanders. Another thing, we haven't even built a stadium. Another thing, we haven't got a shirt sponsor. Disaster after disaster after disaster. When will this end? Well, at least the positive thing is, on the women's side, because they seem to be getting it right on the women's side. They've been making some really good buys and they're showing ambition. But the men's team, disaster. Doesn't look like we're going to make top six again. No Champions League football since the Clown Lakes have been in charge of this club, and it's just left the fan base in disarray. But one thing it's done, it's united the fan base, because even people like me and others who were giving these bunch of clowns a chance, now we're seeing what they're really like. And as I said, unless they pull out a rabbit out of a hat in the last couple of days of this transfer window, then I'm going to be disgruntled, and I'm going to keep going on at this incompetent board until they change. Something's got to change. If it doesn't, then I think us as a fan base, we need to unite and drive out these people from our club before they ruin us further. So this is not good. Not good if you're a Chelsea fan at the moment. So let me comment below what you think of this mess that is going on at our football club at the moment. Is there any reason for optimism? Give me some hope. Have you got any hope for me? Am I being too pessimistic now? Have I gone down into that into the really pessimistic group of people, or am I being a realist? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget, guys, like, subscribe, turn on all post notifications so you'll be notified every time I make a new video. So take care, bye bye.